Daily Horoscope for Cancer. June 23, 2025 today carries a transformative energy for you, Cancer, as the moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Neptune in Pisces. This powerful water sign connection enhances your natural intuitive abilities and emotional depth. You may find yourself experiencing moments of profound clarity, especially regarding matters you've been contemplating deeply over the past few weeks. The day begins with a surge of emotional awareness. You might wake up with vivid dreams that seem to carry important messages. Don't dismiss these night visions too quickly. Your subconscious is particularly active right now, offering valuable insights if you pay attention. Keep a dream journal handy to record any significant symbols or themes that emerge. In your personal relationships, this lunar influence brings a gentle, nurturing quality to your interactions. Those closest to you will notice your heightened sensitivity and compassion. It's an excellent day for heart-to-heart conversations, especially with family members or long-term partners. A loved one may reveal something they've been holding back, creating an opportunity for deeper emotional bonding. Single Cancers might feel drawn to someone who resonates with their values on a spiritual level, a connection that transcends the ordinary. Your home environment feels particularly sacred today. You might be inspired to create a more peaceful, harmonious space, perhaps rearranging furniture according to Feng Shui principles, or incorporating elements that soothe your senses like aromatic candles or soft textiles. This is more than just decorating. It's about creating a sanctuary that supports your emotional well-being. At work, your creativity reaches impressive heights. That challenging project that's been causing stress. Today, you'll approach it from a completely different angle, finding solutions that had previously eluded you. Colleagues and supervisors will be receptive to your ideas, recognizing the unique perspective you bring. If your job involves helping others in any capacity, your empathy will be your greatest asset today, allowing you to connect with clients or customers on a deeper level. Financially, there's a cautious energy surrounding you. While it's not an ideal day for major purchases or investments, you might receive unexpected news about a past financial matter that brings relief. Trust your intuition regarding money decisions, but verify facts before proceeding with any significant changes to your financial arrangements. Your health benefits from gentle, flowing activities today. Consider aquatic exercises, a long bath with essential oils, or a meditative walk near water if possible. Your body is particularly responsive to hydration now, so increase your water intake and perhaps incorporate foods with high water content into your meals. Your digestive system may be more sensitive than usual, so favor lighter foods that nourish without overwhelming your system. Creative pursuits provide not just enjoyment, but genuine therapeutic value today. Writing, particularly poetry or journal entries, helps process complex emotions you've been carrying. Artistic Cancer natives might experience a breakthrough in their work, especially when exploring themes related to memory, family history, or emotional healing. A significant celestial influence today comes from Venus in Leo, forming a square with your sign. This creates an interesting dynamic in how you perceive and express value, both material and emotional. You may find yourself reassessing what truly matters to you, possibly questioning whether your current path aligns with your deepest values. This slight tension can be productive if you use it as an opportunity for authentic self-examination rather than self-criticism. Your communication style today is infused with empathy and nuance, making it an excellent time to address sensitive topics that require diplomatic handling. Words flow naturally, especially when speaking from the heart. If you've been meaning to express appreciation to someone whose support has been significant, the universe supports these gestures of gratitude now. For Cancers involved in educational pursuits, your absorption and retention of information is enhanced. Complex concepts that previously seemed impenetrable suddenly make sense. If you're studying subjects related to psychology, history, or the arts, insights come with remarkable clarity. Teachers or mentors may provide exactly the guidance you need at precisely the right moment. Your intuition regarding others' motives is exceptionally accurate today. You'll sense underlying currents in social situations, knowing instinctively who is authentic and who might be concealing their true intentions. This heightened perception helps you navigate potential conflicts before they arise, positioning you as a natural mediator in tense situations. Cancer parents will find special connection with their children today. Activities involving water, art, or storytelling create memorable bonding moments. Your natural protective instincts are balanced with the wisdom to allow appropriate independence, creating a healthy dynamic that supports growth while maintaining security. Travelers born under Cancer may experience meaningful synchronicities today, especially if journeying near coastal areas or bodies of water. Unexpected detours could lead to discoveries that feel somehow familiar. As if you're remembering rather than experiencing for the first time, trust these feelings as they connect you to deeper aspects of yourself. Your dreams and aspirations receive cosmic support today, particularly those related to creating security for yourself and loved ones. A long-term goal that seemed distant may suddenly appear more achievable as a new pathway or resource becomes apparent. The universe reminds you that emotional fulfillment and material stability can coexist harmoniously. The evening brings a sense of peaceful completion as the moon moves into its next phase. Reflect on the insights gathered throughout the day, perhaps through meditation or a quiet ritual that honors your emotional journey. Light a silver or white candle to represent the lunar energy that guides your sign and set an intention for the coming days. Your lucky color today is silver blue, reflecting the moon's serene influence over water. Carrying or wearing moonstone amplifies your natural intuitive abilities, while the number 2 brings balance to your experiences. Northeastern directions favor you, and activities begun between 9 and 10 a.m. carry special potential for success. Remember, dear Cancer, that your sensitivity is not a limitation but your greatest gift. Today's celestial configuration empowers your emotional intelligence, allowing you to navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. By honoring your feelings while maintaining healthy boundaries, you transform vulnerability into strength, a beautiful expression of Cancer's highest potential. On June 23, 2025, Cancer natives find themselves at a pivotal cosmic moment as several significant planetary positions create a unique, energetic blueprint. The Sun, now firmly in your sign at approximately 2 degrees Cancer, radiates its nurturing energy directly through your primary identity. This solar positioning amplifies your natural intuitive abilities and emotional intelligence, creating a powerful day for self-expression and emotional clarity. The Sun forms a harmonious trine with Neptune in Pisces, enhancing your spiritual awareness and creative inspiration. The Moon, your planetary ruler, transits through intense Scorpio today, occupying your 5th house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. This creates a profound emotional undercurrent that may manifest as powerful creative insights or deeply meaningful romantic encounters. The Scorpio moon's trine to your sun sign creates a fluid emotional landscape where intuitive hits should not be ignored. Mercury positions itself at the final degrees of Gemini, just about to enter your sign. This placement in your 12th house of the subconscious creates an interesting dynamic where your thoughts have exceptional depth, but might not easily translate into words. Communication today requires extra attention as your mind processes information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Venus, currently gracing your sign at 11 degrees Cancer, brings a beautiful energy to your 1st house of self and appearance. This placement significantly enhances your natural magnetism and charm, making this an excellent day for personal interactions and enhancing your physical appearance. Venus forms a challenging square with Mars in Aries, creating tension between your desire for comfort and the need for assertive action. Mars continues its transit through fiery Aries in your 10th house of career and public reputation. This placement fuels your professional ambitions, but requires careful handling to avoid impulsive decisions. The square between Mars and Venus suggests potential conflicts between professional demands and personal needs. Finding balance will be today's key challenge. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, sits at 18 degrees Gemini in your 12th house, forming a sextile to your Sun. This beneficial aspect opens doors to spiritual growth and helps you access your subconscious wisdom. Pay attention to dreams and intuitive insights today, as Jupiter amplifies the messages from your deeper mind. Saturn's retrograde motion at 7 degrees Pisces in your 9th house creates a somewhat restrictive energy around higher education, travel, and philosophical pursuits. This position asks you to revisit and restructure your long-term vision and beliefs, particularly those connected to your professional identity and life direction. Uranus at 27 degrees, Taurus continues its revolutionary journey through your 11th house of friendships, groups, and future aspirations. Today, it forms a harmonious sextile with Neptune, potentially bringing unexpected social connections with spiritual or creative dimensions. This aspect particularly supports innovative approaches to community involvement and collective endeavors. Neptune, moving retrograde at 29 degrees Pisces in your 9th house, deepens your connection to spiritual wisdom while potentially clouding practical matters related to education or legal affairs. The sextile with Uranus creates openings for inspired breakthroughs in how you perceive the world and your place within it. Pluto, continuing its transformative journey at 3 degrees Aquarius, occupies your 8th house of shared resources, intimate bonds, and psychological depths. This placement intensifies experiences related to financial partnerships and emotional intimacy. Pluto's square to the Sun creates power dynamics that require conscious handling, particularly in situations involving shared financial resources or emotional vulnerabilities. The North Node at 16 degrees Pisces in your 9th house forms a water trine with your Sun, suggesting that your evolutionary path forward involves embracing spiritual wisdom and expanding your worldview. Following intuitive guidance regarding education, travel, or philosophical studies proves especially fruitful today. Chiron, the wounded healer, at 24 degrees Aries, forms a challenging square to your Sun sign, potentially triggering sensitivity around leadership roles and professional identity. Working through these triggers offers healing potential, particularly in how you assert yourself in career contexts. The current Black Moon Lilith position at 9 degrees Leo in your 2nd house brings attention to repressed desires related to financial security and self-worth. This placement may trigger unexpected revelations about your relationship with material resources and personal values. These complex planetary energies create a day where emotional depth meets practical considerations. Your natural Cancer intuition serves as your greatest guide through these cosmic currents. By honoring both your emotional wisdom and practical needs, you can navigate today's celestial influences with grace and purpose. On June 23, 2025, Cancer natives experience a powerful day for communication as the Sun sits confidently in your sign, strengthening your authentic voice and self-expression. With Mercury making a harmonious aspect to Neptune, your words carry unusual emotional depth and intuitive wisdom. You'll notice your ability to articulate complex feelings is enhanced, making this an excellent day for heartfelt conversations that have been postponed. The lunar influence amplifies your natural intuition, allowing you to pick up on unspoken cues and subtle emotional undertones in conversation. This heightened sensitivity helps you navigate delicate discussions with remarkable finesse. Trust your gut reactions to others' statements. Your emotional intelligence is functioning as an accurate translator today. Venus forms a beautiful trine with Jupiter, blessing your 3rd house of communication and enhancing your persuasive abilities. Your words carry more weight and charm than usual, making this an ideal day to request favors, pitch ideas, or smooth over any recent misunderstandings. People are simply more receptive to what you have to say today. Digital communication flows exceptionally well for Cancer natives. If you've been struggling with expressing yourself through emails, messages, or social media, you'll find a newfound eloquence and clarity. Technology-based communications that normally feel impersonal suddenly provide an effective channel for your authentic expression. For Cancers in creative fields, artistic expression receives a significant boost from today's planetary alignments. Writing, poetry, music, and visual storytelling all benefit from your enhanced emotional connectivity. Ideas that have been gestating beneath the surface finally find their appropriate form and flow onto the page or canvas with surprising ease. Your third house of communication is particularly activated by a Mercury-Venus conjunction, creating a charming quality to your speech patterns. People find themselves drawn to your voice and perspective, even if you're discussing mundane topics. Use this magnetic quality thoughtfully, as your influence over others is stronger than usual. Family communications take on special significance today. Conversations with parents, siblings, or children carry deeper meaning and potential for healing. Old patterns of miscommunication can be addressed and resolved with unusual clarity and compassion. Consider initiating important family discussions you've been postponing. In workplace communications, you'll find yourself emerging as a natural mediator. Your ability to understand multiple perspectives while maintaining harmony makes you invaluable in team settings. Colleagues are more likely to confide in you today, sharing information that helps you better navigate office dynamics. The evening hours bring a reflective quality to your communication style. As the moon shifts into your sector of privacy, you may feel drawn to journal writing, poetry, or intimate conversations that explore deeper existential themes. This is an excellent time to process emotional material through creative expression. For single Cancers, your enhanced verbal charm makes this an outstanding day for meaningful conversations with potential romantic partners. Your authentic emotional expression creates connections that go beyond surface-level attraction. Dating apps and online communications yield particularly promising results. Those in committed relationships benefit from a newfound ability to articulate needs and feelings without triggering defensiveness. Partners are more receptive to your perspective, creating opportunities for deeper understanding and intimacy through conversation. One cautionary note: with Neptune's influence, be wary of over-idealizing conversations or reading too much into casual remarks. While your intuition is heightened, so is your tendency to project hopes onto ambiguous statements. For important matters, seek explicit confirmation rather than assuming implied meanings. Public speaking opportunities shine especially bright today. If you're presenting, teaching, or leading a group discussion, your natural warmth combines with unusual clarity, helping complex ideas land with impact and emotional resonance. Your audience will feel both intellectually engaged and emotionally connected. Affirmation for today: my words flow from an authentic center, carrying both strength and sensitivity exactly where they're needed. I communicate with purpose, compassion, and clarity. Cancer, your financial landscape on June 23, 2025, appears particularly promising as the moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Taurus. This powerful aspect activates your sector of earned income and personal resources, potentially bringing unexpected financial opportunities your way. The moon's presence in your second house of finances amplifies your intuitive connection to money matters today, giving you an almost sixth sense about beneficial investments or purchases. You may find yourself naturally gravitating toward choices that will prove profitable in the long term. Venus, positioned in your own sign of Cancer, enhances your ability to attract resources and financial support from others. This placement suggests that your nurturing approach and emotional intelligence could be key factors in securing financial backing or favorable deals today. People are naturally drawn to your authentic care and concern, which translates surprisingly well in business negotiations. Mercury's position in Leo is activating your money house, bringing clarity to financial communications and possibly delivering important news about a pending payment or investment opportunity. This is an excellent day to review contracts, discuss raises, or negotiate terms as your communication around money matters is particularly clear and confident. Mars in Virgo is bringing practical energy to your communication sector, suggesting that detailed conversations about money could lead to valuable opportunities. Your ability to articulate specific needs and demonstrate meticulous attention to financial details impresses those in positions of authority. The ongoing Saturn retrograde in Pisces continues to restructure your approach to joint finances and shared resources. This influence has been prompting you to establish more solid boundaries around lending and borrowing, which is actually strengthening your financial foundation. Today's aspect between Saturn and your ruling moon suggests a potential breakthrough in understanding how your emotional patterns affect your spending habits. Jupiter's beneficial presence in your career sector continues to expand professional opportunities that have direct financial implications. A project you've been nurturing since January could finally show promising financial returns or recognition today. The North Node in Aries is activating your house of social connections and long-term goals, suggesting that networking could lead to unexpected financial opportunities. Consider accepting invitations to professional gatherings or reaching out to colleagues you haven't connected with recently. Uranus in Taurus forms an interesting aspect to today's Cáncer sun, potentially bringing sudden or unexpected financial insights or opportunities. Don't dismiss unusual ideas or unconventional approaches to money management today. What seems strange might actually be innovative. Pluto's transformative energy in Aquarius is slowly but surely revolutionizing your approach to shared resources, investments, and passive income. Today, you might receive insights about how to better leverage other people's resources without compromising your values or independence. The day's Cancerian sun forms a supportive sextile to Chiron in Aries, suggesting healing around self-worth issues that have previously blocked financial abundance. You're learning that you deserve prosperity and that your nurturing qualities are valuable assets in the marketplace. For practical financial actions today, consider reviewing your budget with fresh eyes, particularly around home expenses and family needs. The cosmic energy supports finding a balance between emotional security needs and practical financial considerations. If you've been considering asking for a raise or promotion, the stars favor preparation today, with action following in approximately 3 days when the moon enters Leo. Investment opportunities related to real estate, food services, hospitality, or care industries may have special significance for you today, as these Cancer-ruled areas receive beneficial aspects. Pay attention to recurring financial thoughts or ideas, as your intuition is especially attuned to prosperity pathways now. Unexpected financial support could come through family connections or property matters, as the moon highlights these areas of your life. Tonight, take time to journal about your relationship with financial security and emotional well-being. Insights gained could transform your approach to building wealth. Remember that your greatest financial strength today comes from combining your natural Cancerian intuition with practical, methodical action plans. The cosmos suggests opportunity, but your willingness to act decisively despite emotional attachments to old financial patterns will determine your success. For Cancer, on June 23, 2025, the fortunate areas of your life receive a magnificent cosmic boost as Jupiter forms a harmonious trine with your ruling moon. This powerful alignment opens doors in areas you might least expect. Your fourth house of home and family glows with opportunity today, making this an ideal time to address real estate matters, family investments, or home improvements that have been on your mind. The universe is particularly supportive of domestic changes that create more security and comfort. The moon's presence in your 8th house of shared resources amplifies your intuitive abilities regarding investments and financial partnerships. Pay special attention to hunches about money matters today. Your subconscious is receiving cosmic wisdom about wealth building. Venus dancing through your career sector brings fortunate connections with authority figures and potential mentors. A chance conversation with someone in a position of power could lead to unexpected opportunities for advancement. Don't shy away from showcasing your nurturing leadership style, as it will be particularly appreciated and rewarded now. Water-related industries, emotional health care, food services, and caregiving professions all receive beneficial energy, making these areas particularly fortunate if you're seeking new opportunities or clients. Your natural empathic abilities are heightened today, enabling you to forge deeper connections with those who can help you achieve your goals. Neptune's favorable aspect to your Sun creates a magnetic aura around you that draws in positive circumstances, particularly in creative endeavors and spiritual pursuits. Artistic Cancer individuals will find an especially receptive audience for their work. Community involvement brings unexpected rewards today. Consider joining forces with neighborhood initiatives or family-centered organizations, as they may become pathways to good fortune. Financial fortune appears in collaborative ventures rather than solo efforts today. The numbers 2, 7, and 11 carry particularly lucky energy for you on this date. Silver and pale blue objects or clothing may enhance your fortunate vibration. The hours between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. offer your strongest window for important meetings or decisions regarding fortunate opportunities. Your innate nurturing qualities become your greatest asset for attracting abundance today. Offering emotional support to others opens karmic doorways to your own good fortune. Mercury's position enhances your communication in emotional matters, allowing you to express needs and desires clearly, which draws appropriate resources to you. Look for fortunate signs connected to water. Rainfall, bodies of water, or even water-themed imagery may highlight paths toward your luckiest opportunities. Family connections, particularly with female relatives, may bring news of fortunate circumstances or opportunities. Your heightened intuition serves as an accurate compass pointing toward prosperity today. Trust those gut feelings about which paths to pursue. A charitable act performed today returns multiplied good fortune in the coming weeks. The universe particularly favors Cancers who embrace their authentic emotional nature, rather than hiding behind protective shells. Your capacity for emotional depth creates magnetic attraction for prosperity. Nurturing projects begun in the past finally bear fruit today, especially those related to home, family, or emotional well-being. The intersection of your talent for memory and history with modern technology creates particularly fortunate circumstances. Consider how you might bridge traditional values with contemporary applications. The cosmic energies on June 23, 2025, create an intriguing social landscape for Cancer natives. With the Sun firmly in your sign, you're experiencing a natural boost in personal magnetism and presence. This solar energy is enhancing your ability to express your authentic self in social settings, making it an excellent time to initiate new connections that align with your evolving identity. Your ruling planet, the Moon, transitions through Libra on this day, creating a delicate balance between your need for emotional security and your desire for harmonious social interactions. This lunar position in your 4th house forms a challenging square to your Sun, suggesting you may feel a subtle tension between home-based comfort and social obligations. Don't be surprised if you find yourself longing for deep, meaningful connections while simultaneously feeling somewhat protective of your emotional energy. Venus, positioned in Leo in your 2nd house, infuses your social interactions with warmth and generosity. This placement encourages you to share your resources and values with those around you, potentially strengthening bonds through acts of kindness or shared experiences. However, with Venus forming a quincunx to Neptune in Aries, there may be some confusion or idealization in social connections. Today, be mindful of seeing people as you wish them to be rather than as they truly are. Mercury, the communication planet, sits in Gemini in your 12th house, creating an interesting dynamic in your social exchanges. You may find yourself picking up on unspoken cues and subtle energies between people, giving you almost psychic insights into the undercurrents of group dynamics. This placement supports behind-the-scenes networking and private conversations that could prove valuable later. Mars in Virgo energizes your third house of communication, adding precision and analytical clarity to your social interactions. You're likely to express yourself with greater detail and thoughtfulness today, making it an excellent time for problem-solving discussions within your friend groups or community projects. The Mars-Saturn trine provides structural support for turning social connections into productive collaborations. Jupiter in Gemini expands your subconscious awareness in the 12th house, bringing beneficial connections that seem almost fated or destined. Pay attention to chance meetings or synchronistic encounters today. They may have more significance than initially appears. Someone you meet could later become an important ally or mentor. Saturn's continued retrograde through Pisces in your 9th house reminds you to be discerning about which social connections truly expand your worldview and support your philosophical growth. You may feel a need to distance yourself from superficial networking in favor of relationships that offer depth and wisdom. Uranus in Taurus forms a supportive sextile to your sun sign, encouraging you to embrace unexpected social opportunities, particularly those related to shared values or financial interests. A sudden invitation or unexpected group formation could lead to innovation in how you approach community building. Pluto, slowly moving through the later degrees of Aquarius, continues its transformative influence in your 8th house of shared resources and intimate bonds. This suggests that your most powerful social connections today will be those that aren't afraid to explore taboo topics, psychological depths, or collaborative ventures involving trust and vulnerability. The North Node in Aries in your 10th house suggests that the most growth-oriented social connections today will be those that support your professional aspirations and public reputation. Consider reaching out to mentors or authority figures who can help advance your career goals. Group dynamics may feel particularly charged today as the moon's opposition to Chiron brings emotional wounds around belonging and acceptance to the surface. You may notice yourself or others reacting from places of old social pain. This awareness can help you navigate potential conflicts with compassion. For Cancer natives who are naturally drawn to nurturing others, today presents an opportunity to establish boundaries in your social sphere. The Saturn influence reminds you that true connection comes not from overgiving, but from authentic exchange. Those in creative fields will find this an especially productive day for collaborative projects, as the Moon-Venus energy supports artistic cooperation and shared aesthetic appreciation. Pay attention to intuitive nudges regarding who to connect with today. Your water sign intuition is particularly heightened around social discernment now. Evening social gatherings have a particularly magical quality, as the Moon-Neptune aspect creates an atmosphere of empathic understanding and spiritual connection. If you've been feeling isolated recently, today's energy supports reaching out and reconnecting with your community, particularly through shared meals or home-based gatherings which play to your Cancer strengths. Remember that vulnerability is your superpower in social settings today. When you share your genuine feelings, it creates space for others to do the same, deepening bonds and creating lasting connections. Cancer, as the sensitive water sign ruled by the moon, today requires careful navigation of your emotional landscape. The moon in Scorpio forms a powerful trine with your sun sign, creating an opportunity for emotional transformation that shouldn't be ignored. This deeply intuitive aspect encourages you to trust your instincts without questioning them repeatedly. Your first impression will likely be your most accurate one today, particularly regarding people's hidden intentions. When making decisions, pause to feel your body's response rather than overthinking. That flutter in your stomach or tension in your shoulders is your intuitive center communicating vital information. The Scorpio moon also deepens your natural psychic abilities, so pay attention to recurring symbols, dreams from last night, or unexpected thoughts that seem to arise from nowhere. These aren't coincidences but guidance. Neptune's influence today creates a thin veil between conscious awareness and your subconscious mind, making this an excellent day for journaling, especially about recurring emotional patterns you've noticed in relationships. Write without editing or judging the raw material of your thoughts contains profound insights. Mars forms a challenging square to your ruling planet, potentially triggering emotional reactions that feel overwhelming. Create a safe emotional outlet today, private space for tears, physical movement to process feelings, or creative expression through music or art. Water rituals will be particularly restorative. A bath with rose petals and sea salt would harmonize beautifully with today's planetary energies, helping to clear psychic debris you've absorbed from others. Venus in Leo brings attention to your second house of resources and values, suggesting it's an optimal day to evaluate what truly matters to you. Make a list of priorities that honor your emotional needs rather than expectations others have placed upon you. Mercury's position suggests carefully considering your words, as your communication carries extra impact today. A heartfelt conversation could heal an old wound, particularly with family members or close friends. Nutritionally, focus on hydration and foods that support emotional balance. Omega-rich fish, calming herbal teas, and blue or purple foods that nurture your water element. Avoid excessive sugar, which may amplify emotional sensitivity. Jupiter's beneficial aspect supports expansion through learning, making this an excellent day to study topics related to psychology, emotional intelligence, or spiritual growth. With Uranus in your social sector, unexpected invitations may arrive. Evaluate them against your emotional needs before committing. Your home environment significantly impacts your well-being today. Take time to clear stagnant energy by opening windows, moving furniture, or using sound-clearing techniques like bells or singing bowls. Set boundaries with those who drain your energy. Your emotional reserves are precious and require protection. Today's most productive hours align with water element strength: early morning before dawn, mid-afternoon, and just after sunset. Schedule important emotional work during these windows. Wear silver or white to amplify lunar connection, or blues and greens to stabilize water energy. Above all, remember that your sensitivity is your superpower. In a world that often values emotional detachment, your ability to feel deeply creates authentic connections and insights others miss. Honor your watery nature by creating moments of stillness where you can hear the wisdom of your emotional body speaking. This evening, place a glass of water by your bedside to absorb dream insights. The boundary between conscious and unconscious will be particularly permeable tonight. Daily Horoscope for Cáncer. June 23, 2025 today carries a transformative energy for you, Cáncer, as the moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine